Howdy folks, this is Pit Boss, I guess. This is my first attempt at a real product review or explaining some of the stuff that I do like and I don't like about certain blades. Anybody who's trained with me, anybody who knows me, knows that I really enjoy a curved blade. I prefer to be able to have a karambit with the hooking motion, either in a forward grip, you can do like the carpet kind of cutting thing, or you can do the reverse grip, extended grip. You can do all that stuff with a karambit. I like the diversity and the ability for extended range or close range tight in inside applications, we'll just say that. Inside carpet cutting. Now the other thing to consider about a karambit if you're living north of the border is that it's a gray area. It's not quite illegal, but a lot of customs officials will say, oh, it's a knuckle weapon, blah blah blah, that this it can be used as an improvised knuckle duster kind of deal, which I don't really buy. You can say this is a straight up gut hook. This prevents it from slipping out of my hand when I'm hunting. This prevents it. There's a lot of reasons for having that knuckle, but realistically in the Indonesian arts, you can extend it and you can bring it back. I'm a big fan of the hooked blade style, and so I guess that's why when I first saw the Smith & Wesson ExtremeOps Hawkbill, and it's such an affordable knife, like this is a knockoff. This is another Smith & Wesson karambit. I'm not sure the exact name. It says Bullseye on here. Smith & Wesson karambit. This is an Emerson knockoff. It's a no-name. These are all pretty affordable knives, My T-bar, or excuse me, my K-bar TDI and K-bar Tanto are a little more expensive, but they're also fixed blade, so that comes into I guess that comes into account. When I saw the Hawkbill, the ExtremeOps, I really like the slim design. I really like the liner lock. Everything in here is pretty well put together, It's got a nice little clip in there. You can pop that in your pocket. You can extend it fairly easily, Like, realistically, you're looking at it. It's a pretty intimidating looking blade, but realistically, you can use it for a lot of different applications. Again, with a lot of the curved blade, at least in the martial applications and the stuff that we do in our class, we extend it, we bring it back. We use a lot of reverse hooking, like for armbar applications, And in a situation where you might hook and pass, and that's very important, I guess, when you're looking at it as a tactical option, when you're looking at it as a martial tool as opposed to your daily, I open boxes with it, or I'm a hunter, or any of what I would consider legitimate use tools. If you're looking at something as a martial tool, then you're going to have to use those applications. And something with the name ExtremeOps or ExtremeOps Black Ops kind of implications, you'd think that it was made for a certain type of use. I know the K-bars are used for law enforcement officers as potentially to stop somebody stealing their firearm, to carry it on the other side, to deploy this if somebody is trying to take their weapon and they have an option to defend themselves with. It's a tactical option. I love the K-bars because they can also work in a very similar way like the karambits, similar angle, but they're a fixed blade. Nothing's going to happen if you try to do that reverse grip hooking motion. So I'm a big fan of karambits. I'm a big fan of the hooked blade. I'm a big fan of the forward-facing blade. This is a very unimposing knife. It's, I believe, less than 2 inches. Many jurisdictions won't have an issue with you carrying this. It is a fixed blade, but the realism, you can open boxes with this. You can cut tape with this. You can cut tubing with this. It's a legitimate tool across the board. I love this little tiny TDI. I can't say enough good things about that one. So yeah, sorry about that. My camera ran out of batteries. I had to change it up. So if it looks different, yeah, we're still on the same page here. Basically, what I was saying is, yeah, I really love these little TDIs. They've got a very similar angle to a lot of karambits. They're legal in Canada. I can carry this. It's an unimposing tool. It's just a great little knife. For a step up, you can get to the Tanto, but me personally, I consider this one almost a little too aggressive. I don't think I'd want to carry that on a day-in, day-out basis. When I saw the Hawkbill, I thought it was great. Enclosed, it's not intimidating. It's nothing that's going to scare away the grandma. When you open it up, well, it's a little scary, but it does have the hook that I like. Yeah, it's slim. It looks like a legitimate tool. You know, nobody's going to get really bent out of shape. When I started playing with it, though, I had a little concern because the first, second, and this one being my third one that I owned, did this. So I didn't do anything magic to this liner lock. Basically, I just tapped it. It takes absolutely no pressure for a reverse hook to basically take your fingers off. So that's a bit of a concern for me, being a martial artist in the situation. Well, even today, this knife unfortunately has been regulated to my yard work and cutting roots kind of deal. I just about cut my fingers off today playing with this because that liner lock just let go on my fingers. Now, if you're doing any reverse grip stuff with this and you do anything that involves a backwards, pressure on that blade, a liner lock that's as iffy as that is nothing but dangerous. And I've returned 2 of these so far. This is the 3rd one in their attempt to fix the problem. That all it takes is a tap. You know, I hate to say it, but it's nothing, you know. You got the Cold Steel Proof DVDs. Okay, there you go. You got the Cold Steel Proof DVDs where they're hanging huge weights off of their knives. And they're maintaining like hundreds of pounds, you know, on a liner lock. This comes from Smith & Wesson. They produce firearms. You imagine there should be a degree of precision in their manufacture, but unfortunately I guess they don't really give a damn about people losing their fingers so much. It's got the name ExtremeOps, which implies, you know, that you can do extreme things with it, that it's used for, you know, black ops or special forces kind of thing. I doubt it. I know it's cheap, and you know what? So are these guys. This is maybe a $20 karambit. It's going nowhere, right? This is, again, maybe a $20, $30 karambit. Going nowhere. And again, I won't even bother, but fixed blade TDI, fixed blade K-bars, they're not going anywhere. You know, these are made to last. 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, depending where you get it from. Now, I would recommend against anybody touching the Hawkbill. I think somebody is going to get their fingers cut off playing with this or using this in a legitimate tool, as a legitimate tool, hunting, whatever. And then what are they going to do? I don't understand how that liner lock could be that wishy-washy, basically. Like, come on. You're telling me that that's a secure, extreme operational tool? You know, it's doing it with my fingers. So that's that, basically. I have nothing but negative things to say about the Smith & Wesson ExtremeOps. It's pretty. It's got a nice blade shape. It's non-imposing. It can't hold itself open. And to me, that's danger that anybody with any tool, you know, martial or otherwise, can't afford to risk. Just today, I was installing a perimeter fence for my dogs and trying to get the wire in between cracks in the sidewalk. And this is what this knife has been delegated to do now, because it's pretty much useless in my real tool chest. And even then, trying to push the wire in between the cracks in the sidewalk, this thing let loose on me. Of course, it won't when I need it to, but the fact of the matter is, demoed it enough that, yeah, Smith & Wesson ExtremeOps Hawkbill, not worth the $10. Alright, stay tuned. Get some more out for you sooner than later.